I wouldn't change anything. I'm very happy with all that I've done. Lamp workers are glass artists who use a torch, kind of like a Bunsen burner that you might use in secondary school for science. I make flowers, so I would make all the petals for the flowers. I might make 100 petals in a go. Even though the work is very tiny, there's an awful lot of work that goes on in it. So I was always interested in art and design. My family are very artistic. My grandfather would have made all the signage for the riding schools that they owned when I was a child. And my mother would have always been making things with us when we were kids. When I was in school, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I went to Australia after leaving cert, backpacked, and that was amazing. And I came home and I did a PLC course, which was really interesting, and that showed me that I was definitely into craft and making. And through there I went to college and then NCAD. And when I was there, I got to go travel to the States and do a semester learning over there. A few years later I went to Sunderland in England and I did my master's there because I wanted to develop my skills as a lamp worker. And there was some master glass artists there who trained me. They were pretty incredible, and they gave me the torch that I'm working with today. So I do a lot of technical sketches. I write down what the colours are, what the stems are going to be like, all the different things, and I see what works. For this, I'm going to make a globe of glass with the flower inside, and then I found this in a charity shop and it just really worked for me, this little tea strainer. And then I will design out how I'm making it with my torch and what's the best way, what flowers need to be assembled in what order, how am I going to attach them to the inside of the bubble. It's how it flows, how it comes together, and this is how I create work myself. I love the tiny details, it really attracts me to the glass. Building up a flower from pieces that I've already assembled into elements, so all the petals, all the little elements first, and then I'll assemble them into bigger, more developed pieces, and then I will create a larger piece. By working this way, I can put a lot of fine detail into the piece. So I did all my research, got all my information about dandelions, and then I tried to make one, but I had all my sketches here, and then I tried to assemble them here, but to be honest, I found them very tricky. There's so many parts to a dandelion. But what I tend to do is, if it's not working, if I'm not making it, I'll put it aside. I won't come back to it till I'm ready, because if I force myself to keep making it, it's just going to get worse. I have no problem with stepping back from something that's not working for me, or I'll ask for help. And that is often the best, I find, is asking for help. Some days I can work like a machine and get loads and loads and loads done. And some days it just doesn't work, and everything you make breaks and everything comes apart, and those are the days when you have to leave early. You have to just stop, come back the next day, and it's all fine and you can work away again. So it's never the same every day. I might be in Dublin teaching in the college, or I might be giving online talks or things like that. You really need to allow people to come and give their opinion, look at your work and give you the difficult comments for you to develop the work you're making and to evolve. And you need to be able to hear the criticism, take what you need and disregard what you don't need. Try and go outside of what you're being taught in school to find your own path, but I definitely would try to work in artistic ways. The Crafts Council have a brilliant education website where you can watch videos on how to do things, and we're always running around the place looking for stuff. interesting three-dimensional things. Get outside of what you're being taught and try. Push the envelope.